Hello, and welcome to the Research and Development Greenhouses at Spring Meadow Nursery. I'm Dr. Judson LeCompte. Growing up in Alabama, azaleas have always been one of my favorite plants. When I was younger, I remember my mother dressing us up each spring in our Easter best and taking pictures in front of huge southern indica azaleas in full bloom. I love them. They look like beautiful clouds in shades of white, pink, and purple. There was no better sign that spring had returned. These days, consumers favor the modern azaleas that flower from spring to fall. This might sound ideal, but many of these varieties trade off flower size and quantity for those reblooming characteristics. I miss the full flush of spring color. I want big, beautiful, bright azalea clouds. Now, if you know us, you already know that any plant with a proven winner's name has to be superior to anything available on the market. Sometimes we even set out to create cultivars that will outperform ones in our own catalog. That's why here at Spring Meadow, we've set out to create a better azalea, ones that produce those big, bright clouds of color in spring and fall. Here's a quick peek behind our process for selecting the best and why they'll be a proven winner for you. So where do we begin? First, we identify a breeder who shares our mission of excellence from plant propagation to growing success for the millions of proven winners customers across the country. For azaleas, we partnered with Dr. Tom Rainey from North Carolina State University. We started the azalea evaluation process with Dr. Rainey in 2016. We chose 150 of his advanced selections, propagated 38 of each selection. For the first year, these 5,700 azaleas are grown in a container trial, mimicking what would traditionally happen in their nursery upbringing. Simultaneously, the azaleas are put to an early test with comparisons featuring the current best-selling competition on the market. We must be able to prove that they are the best on the market. Data is collected on each plant almost weekly. This data includes bloom period, flower size, flower color, plant habit, pest and disease instances, and time to finish, as well as overall container presence. At the end of the growing season, they're planted out into our landscape and field trials. Our landscape trial is located in our private 15-acre garden. Here the plants are well tended for, and the trial mimics exactly what would happen in a homeowner's landscape or garden. We also operate a 40-acre field trial where plants are exposed to the elements and receive little care beyond supplemental irrigation. Here the plants are put through their paces, including blustery Michigan winters. The container trial is repeated for multiple years. The goal is to narrow down the almost 6,000 azaleas to a handful of plants worthy of being called a proven winner. The first year it's easy to cull selections, as there are always a few plants that don't perform well or just don't fit in the direction that we would like to go. After the first round of selections, we really dive into the data. Years of collected data in conjunction with our team's vast horticulture experience help us determine those best varieties that make it to the final cut. Once we have made our decisions as to which azaleas are the best, they then go to our southern field trial in Florida. The plants are not there for a sunny vacation and are exposed to some of the hottest temperatures, highest light intensities, and highest humidity in the country. If they show outstanding performance here, then they are ready for their place in the catalog and in the coveted white proven winners color choice container. You might recognize a couple of outstanding azaleas from our catalog that have made it all the way to the end of these rigorous trials. Perfecto Mundo Double Pink and Perfecto Mundo Double Purple. And this year, we are thrilled to add 4 new colors to the Perfecto Mundo Azalea series. First, we have Perfecto Mundo Double Dark Pink, Perfecto Mundo Double White, Perfecto Mundo Orange, and finally, Perfecto Mundo Red. The Perfecto Mundo series of azaleas have been selected for longer bloom periods and large flushes of flowers in the spring and fall, which is great for consumers' landscapes, but also keeps color on the retail garden center bench for a longer period of time than most azaleas. We also look for improved pest and disease resistance, ability to be grown in full sun to full shade and everywhere in between. And they also provide good cold hardiness down to USDA Zone 6B and exceptional heat tolerance up to Zone 9. Look, I know there are already a lot of azaleas on the marketplace. That's why we go the extra mile to make sure these selections will outbloom and outperform anything on the market. And the Perfecto Mundo Azalea series does just that in 6 spectacular clouds of color. So why not try something new? I know you're going to love them.